What's up all you Star Wars beating a dead horse dudes and dudettes, Toy Shiz here, and I got a really cool review for you today. We're totally going to be checking out the brand new Star Wars Resistance Wave 1 action figure line. And I gotta say, I haven't seen this cartoon not once. I did catch like a 5-minute promo and it's the animation or whatever it is. I really have to sit down, really take my time, maybe binge watch the entire first season or something when it does come about. But that doesn't detract from the fact that I do enjoy some cool looking Star Wars figures, and these are no exception. So in that sense, I'm kind of doing a reverse where you would get the figures first and then a movie comes out, the cartoon came out, and then I got the figures, but I haven't even watched the cartoon. Is it well worth watching? I was thinking that if I do end up liking these figures a lot, that I would end up gradually making my way to the cartoon just to learn more. Now I can kind of get the gist of each character based on kind of what I'm seeing, or they do have bios on the back, so that's pretty cool. The character designs are great. Poe Dameron's in it, so that means that it must be set, you know, around the First Order, around the new Star Wars episodes, I guess you could say. They look like a bunch of teenagers hanging out with stormtroopers and stuff, so it's more of that kidified. I like watching the movies and then not having to really watch anything else. I know that this is all canon now. I know the comic books are canon. Back in the day, the expanded universe was canon. Now it's not. So Star Wars is really what you want to make it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's check out each individual one real fast. This is Major Von Reg. That's cool. Love the card art for each of these. Each one's different on the sides to match that corresponding character. Here's the bio if you want to grab him. This is actually my favorite looking one. Next up is Sonara San. She looks pretty cool, like her. Love her character design. A very Bosch looking design in the helmet. She gets a gun. I think that's pretty spot on to the character. Here's her bio if you want to go ahead and freeze frame that. Again, really nice eye-popping card art. I think it differentiates itself very much from the red and black boxes, the vintage wave and everything else, saying like, hey, this is a new cartoon. This is this. Completely different. This guy is Kaz Ziono, and if I'm not mistaken, he is the central character of the new show. He's very Ezra-ish, I gotta say, very Ben 10 too, with that green jacket. Tora Doza, she looks cool. One thing I say, this one, she looks like she's got an extra head instead of a helmet, so I'm interested to see how that's gonna go. She's a daring pilot, all that good stuff. There's that if you want to freeze frame it. Next up is the Gold Stormtrooper, or as he's better known, Commander Pyre. Again, you see a gold stormtrooper, you're like, dang, I gotta have that guy. Fearsome Force First Order Stormtrooper. He looks great. That First Order Stormtrooper, you know, I like the heads, like little scrunchy heads. That's cool. Looks to be, you know, the same basic body as a Stormtrooper, but just a new head. Now we have the 2-packs, and as you can see, here, I'll just line these up. You know, they're a bit larger card. So these are $7.99, and these are, what, $14.99? You know, back in the day, I know prices are going up, but you do get some nicely detailed figures. This guy is Jarek Yeager, and his little robot is Bucket, I should say droid, Bucket R3B8. It's because he's got a little bucket helmet for him. Yeager looks good. I wonder if he's related to Chuck Yeager, because that's what I think he's related to. Here's the bio if you want to grab it. Poe Dameron, which comes with BB-8. You know who Poe Dameron is. He's that guy that screwed up Hondo's plan, all that stuff. But cool, very cool. I'm excited to check all these things out. And here's the entire set out of their packaging. And that was a lot of fun to, one, open, and two, to really see, actually, there's a lot of cool stuff going on with these figures. From the spot-on likenesses to the Resistance cartoon to a very, very different set of figures. I feel like these exist. If you weren't to make any other waves of these figures, these are very much set in their own little world, and I like that. I like that it's a very different, almost like an expanded universe of Star Wars figures. So I very much like that. I like the droids. I like the figures. This is great. Let's start it off. Let's just get this out of the way. This is Poe Dameron, of course. Very, very cool looking figure, I gotta say. Very 70s-ish. I like the design. He comes with a helmet that you can easily kind of get on and off, but it does stay rather snug. Nice face right there. I like the coloring. I love that really 70s muted orange. I think he looks great. Now, just keep in mind, all these have the basic 5 POA, you know, 1, 2, nothing at the waist, 3. So, you know what I mean? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all it is. It's just the head, arms, and legs. But he does come with this nice blaster, and he holds it well. That's pretty cool. And I especially do like that he gets his X-Wing helmet. That looks great. There's nice paint all around that. And on the front, I like that. That's the Resistance symbol right there. So he looks good. And then BB-8. Now, I don't know if they reuse anything or this is like a new BB-8 mold from, you know, the movies. But his head's like on a little ball joint, so that goes around and around. So that's cool. That's nice. Painted nicely overall, and he stands pretty still. So I do's enjoys that. Here is the Stormtrooper. Now, he's just a basic Stormtrooper. There's nothing really special about this guy, but I do like this little smashed in head that gives him a little character personality. There's the gun you've seen like a million times. That's cool. It's all painted nice. Nice, sleek, long legs. I really like the designs on these things. Sonara San. Now, I think that she may be one of the best figures in this collection. I absolutely love that helmet. I love the way she makes her look. And she's the only one out of all these guys that has a gun holster for her weapon, and it holds it pretty snug. Nice sculpt, nice little blaster going on there, so you can kind of just slip that in, and it stays. She holds it well. The mask, the helmet, that is very cool. Slips right on and off. Nice head sculpt. Very cool. She's kind of got a little bit of a wide-eyed, bug-eyed kind of thing going. But, you know, you slip that mask on and bingo bango. She looks like a dangerous bounty hunter, pilot, whatever you want to call her. But she's very, very cool. I like this figure a lot. Couple, you know, paint gashes in the white. Not the best right there that it could be. But overall, I love the head sculpt, too. The hair just kind of flows out of the helmet. Well done. I like that a lot. Toradoza, she is the next one right here. She looks like, you know, Punky Brewster, bratty space girl. I'm sure that's probably her character, something like that. I think the bio on the back says that she's like 15, so I don't know what she's doing with an X-Wing or her parents are, but, you know. Cool. She's got these two little ear things going on top. So what they did is that they gave her an extra head with the actual head inside. So that's cool. Let's just look at the costume really fast. That is painted nicely. It doesn't exactly say Star Wars to me. It's a little off. It's almost video game-ish. She is painted nicely. I like the little, maybe it's Arabish on the sides or something like that. That looks cool. So what you can do, you kind of just pop her head on, and she looks good. Obviously, it's because of her little pigtails, and it's like a separate rubber piece right here that fits over her. She is painted rather nicely with the white, so I got to give it to her on that one. I like this figure. This is a cool figure. Kaz Ziono. Now this guy, I'm sure he's the lead of the show. Looks to be, anyways. He comes with a blaster. I really wish she would have come with a blaster, but not. He actually comes with a blaster and this cool helmet. And then of course his helmet pops off. You get a nice head sculpt, nice eyes, everything nice is painted nice. Nice silhouette right there. The green jacket, it's a little off-putting, I think, for Star Wars. I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it. And again, he does kind of look Ben 10-ish. You know what I mean? And I know what that is. I've never seen Ben 10, but I know what it is. Comes with a nice blaster, holds it well. Commander Pyre. Now this guy, along with the Crimson Corsair back there, I was greatly looking forward to this guy. Now, I mean, this is just a Stormtrooper body. You give him a black pauldron, which is unusually loose. Usually these things, it's like they sculpted it too big. It's very, very large. But overall, you know, the face sculpt, it's exactly, let's see. Is this the same? Looks to be the same. The regular Stormtrooper, he just looks like he went through the body shop a little bit. He comes with a golden gun, turn on your DK mode, paintball, bunker, all that great stuff. This is a cool figure, I gotta say. You know, it's just the fact that he's gold though. Otherwise, he is just a gold Stormtrooper. Eric Yeager. I like this guy. This guy is actually a really nice figure. I like that. He's got nicely sculpted pants, boots, a jacket, everything like that. That's cool. Look at that. I like his, what do you call it? I mean, they're kind of dreadlocks, but he's got like a beard going on. Again, This dude looks like something out of the 70s. So I like the overall 70s aesthetics to all these character designs. He's got the Chuck Yeager jacket, pilot jacket, Hal Jordan pilot jacket on. He comes with a gun as well. I like that for the most part, everyone gets a different gun except for, I think, Poe and Kaz. Yeah, Poe and Kaz have the same guns. In a giant galaxy of Star Wars characters, if everyone starts having the same gun, Stormtroopers, that's a different story. But, you can't think everyone's going to have the same weapons. And then, of course, he comes with his loyal subject droid, Bucket, R3B7. This is honestly the coolest. This is the coolest figure out of the bunch. Forget about just a regular basic 3 3/4 inch figures. This guy is rocking. He's got head pivot. He's got this awesome helmet. Now this looks like a separate piece, but then it was glued on, so that's cool. Gives it that little, it's like hanging off his head, cutesy wootsy look. But the joints on this thing are rocking. He's painted well, great design. He just looks like he's kind of falling apart, but it's expertly done. This is a cool little part right here. This comes down, and he's got like the R2-D2 looking thing going on. So that I like, and of course, that's articulated as well. Nothing on the bottom of the feet as far as rollers, but that guy, that's a cool droid. Well, so he comes with a helmet as well, right? And because he's got all this crazy hair and stuff, maybe this is because of the cartoon, maybe you don't see, maybe because of her, they show the girl's eyes, but you don't see Jarek's eyes. You don't see his eyes in that sense. See, they put, because of the hair, one's got it, one doesn't. I don't know if they didn't want to do it, or maybe this is what it looks like in the show. But regardless, looks cool, snaps on and off, and for army builders and stuff like that, maybe you can get a couple of these. And last up, we got Major Von Reg. Man, this guy looks awesome. I love the red, the black. Very, very First Order-ish, but at the same time, being very Shadows of the Empire and everything. Reminds me of Luke in his red armor from that old line from Power of the Force days. I love this character. I think he's great. I think he's fantastically painted. I love the little design elements, the buttons. He's got a gun too, his own little weapon. Weapon storage on these things is a little lacking, I will say. Like when Star Wars characters have a little bit of places to put their little teeny tiny weapons. So that sense, I would have liked to have seen more. But overall, like I said, this is a great first wave of figures. Overall, it's a great mashup of a first wave of figures. If you don't do any other figures, we're good. This was a great first wave. It's almost like the first season of Californication. Once they went past that, it just became a muddled mess. But you know what? This is a great line of figures. I hope they do some sort of ships or maybe a play set, something like that to display them, get some vehicles going, something like that. One other thing before we go, just to kind of show you what I mean, it's cartoon versus the movie. And as you can see, I think they line up pretty well as far as height and everything, that's not a bad thing. And just to give you guys an update while I got you here, I went to Target, basically exchanged, but got the new cage. Everything looks great. Everything hooks together. I, for some reason, thought I was losing my mind when I was trying to put that together, but everything just fits perfectly. I just got 2 of the wrong pieces put in with that. I think all these Star Wars figures, I think they fit in rather nicely. But what say you? I want to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think of these new Star Wars Resistance figures? Do you like them? Do you don't? Do you watch the cartoon? Should I watch the cartoon, or should I just stay blissfully ignorant and think that these characters are fantastic? So let me know in the comments below. Let's talk toys. Let's talk cartoons. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Also, which one of these is your favorite character? I'm going to leave you guys with that. Drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, find some fantastic action figures like these new Star Wars Resistance figures from Hasbro. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.